Hello, we're back with community news today from Cape Fear newspapers. Wallace officials dedicated the town hall's Veterans Memorial Garden in memory of Emmanuel Pickett, a captain in the police department. While serving as a staff sergeant in the Army National Guard in Iraq, Pickett was killed on April 6, 2008. The Wilmington Fire Department Pipe and Drum Corps played music during the solemn dedication ceremony. Tears flowed freely at the dedication of the Wallace Veterans Memorial Garden that honored Staff Sergeant Emmanuel Pickett, who lost his life in Iraq exactly 3 years ago. The beautifully landscaped Veterans Memorial Garden is located in front of the town hall on East Murray Street. While there was sadness, there was also pride in the faces of family and friends who were glad to see the Veterans Memorial Garden dedicated in the memory of the Wallace police officer. "I hope no other names will ever have to be engraved here," said Horace James, commander of the Wallace Post 156 of the American Legion, during the solemn dedication ceremony. Wallace Mayor Charles Ferrier, Jr. spoke movingly of the Wallace police captain who died in a rocket attack on a military police base in Baghdad on April 6, 2008. Wallace Police Captain Emmanuel Pickett had been an employee of the town for 13 years, and he was certainly one of our greatest assets, said Mayor Ferrier. Emmanuel was a dedicated, professional, and even-tempered police officer who you could count on to get the job done. No matter your status in life, and no matter what situation you were involved in, Emmanuel treated you with respect and decorum of a well-trained police officer. He was a man that you could always count on, both in the best of times and without a doubt in the worst of times. The mayor continued, "I always enjoyed talking with him, seeing his infectious smile, witnessing that outgoing personality, and enjoying his love of laughter. We would always talk about current events within the police department, but eventually the conversation would turn to his family. Emmanuel would catch me up on what was going on in the life of his parents, Pete and Merleys, who have been friends of mine since we were children. We could not end our conversation without talking about his granddaddy Milton, who worked for my father in his business for many years, and then with Harriet and me in our business until he retired. I know that I am part of a very large group of friends who live each and every day with the void created by Emmanuel's loss. He was truly such a fine young man." Ferrier said the Veterans Memorial Garden was built entirely with donations of labor and money given to the town in memory of Pickett. "What a wonderful place this is," he exclaimed. "I can't think of a better setting to stop and pause for a moment from the hustle and bustle of life, and remember our friend and comrade who gave his life in service to our country and in service to each of us. Wallace Police Chief Bobby Moretti, members of Detachment 2 of the 132nd MP Company, Wallace American Legion, Commander James also paid tribute to Pickett. Ferrier and Moretti presented an American flag to family members. Later, the flag was hoisted up the town hall flagpole. At the closing of the ceremony, a wreath was laid at the foot of the Veterans Memorial Garden's fountain. The Wilmington Police Department's Pipe and Drum Corps provided music. Pickett 34 of Wallace was assigned to the 1132nd Military Police Company in Rocky Mount. The company deployed with 120 soldiers to Iraq in September 2007. Pickett joined the National Guard in 1992 as a telecommunications operator and later was a chemical operations specialist. He deployed to Iraq in 2004 with the National Guard's 30th Brigade Combat Team and became a military police officer in 2006. He was killed during his second tour in Iraq. In his 13 years with the Wallace Police Department, he began a crime watch in his neighborhood, helped start a program to mentor fatherless kids, and coached youth basketball. Those stories came from the Wallace Enterprise. Along with the Warsaw-Faison news, it brings you the latest from Duplin County. In Pender County news, 3 Pender Early College High School freshmen have been accepted as members of the prestigious American Mensa organization. To be accepted into the High IQ Society, students have to score in the top 2% on a standardized intelligence test. Accepted are Chelsea Martin, Cody Collins, and Taylor Philemon. Congratulations. The Topsail Beach Board of Commissioners had advertised some specials last week, but then decided to go the regular route. The board was going to hold a special meeting, but it was closed before the Pledge of Allegiance could be taken because of a technicality. As the audience filed out, Commissioners Buck Taylor, Greer Fleischauer, and Julian Bone sat at the board's table to write out a request for another special meeting to be held at 10:30 a.m. on April 8th. Then the email from the town clerk came saying that meeting too had been canceled. We decided the whole town could be interested, and it was a lot to ask for them to come out for something that might only last 20 minutes, Taylor said. That plus the fact that we had a regular town meeting coming up just a few days later. The issue has been added to the regular agenda. The issue, Taylor explained, was a resolution asking that a formal request be sent to North Carolina Representative Carolyn Justice asking that she release emails and other documents she had said she used as a foundation to write a recall bill to be included in the Topsail Beach Town Charter. The bill, House Bill 193, passed the State House and has been sent to the Senate for approval. This is certainly not the norm, Taylor said. Only about 10% of town charters have recall provisions. Even the state doesn't have one. We couldn't recall Carolyn Justice if we wanted to. Taylor said he and other commissioners had not received any specific questions or comments from the townspeople, and Justice did not ask for their response after she received the communications. I think we've done a great job, Taylor said. We just want to know what these people are saying. If you don't know the problem, then you can't fix it. A vocal group of property owners became more vocal after Fleischauer, Bone, and Pro-Recall Commissioner Ed Broadhurst were added to the board after the 2009 election. Chuck Esserwine, chairman of the Topsail Beach Concerned Citizens, sent a congratulatory email to Justice for her work on getting the bill past the House. Taylor said Commissioners Bone and Fleischauer had been told Justice must notify the email authors before they can be released. Justice did not provide a comment prior to the Chronicle's deadline. In the past, though, she has said the issue of recall was prompted by complaints she had received. Once you send an email to your representative, it becomes part of the public domain, Taylor said. We consider this public record. The regular monthly board meeting was held last week at Town Hall. It also may be viewed online through a link at topsailbeach.org. You can find everything you need to know about Pender County in the Pender Chronicle every single Wednesday. That's it for Community News Today from Cape Fear Newspapers. Please tune in to Topics Design TV every weekday at 2 for more of your community news. In the meantime, keep up with your community's news in the Advertiser News, Pender Chronicle, Wallace Enterprise, and Warsaw-Faison News. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you right here tomorrow.